Well, Joan, first of all, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us today. We appreciate it as always, so thank you.
Well, thank you, Stephen. Pleasure to be here.
So let's kick off. Your mission, your vision is building retirement security. What do you mean by building retirement security?
Well, our mission is helping building retirement security. So if you focus on each of the words, I think it's helping means that we can help, but it's really a partnership with the investors. So we need them to be educated and to work towards building as well. I think the emphasis on the word building is important as well, that it really helps if you start early, and it really is a process through your lifetime of just continuing to build. And we chose particularly the words retirement security, not just retirement, because I think retirement is not just about being able to retire and have money and build it up in retirement, but to feel secure, to feel confident that you will not outlive your nest egg that you've built up.
Definitely. Now, I know at ICMA-RC you offer quite a number of investment options for people to help them in this journey. Can you give us an outline of what some of those options might be?
Sure. We have a very comprehensive, diversified lineup, and in particular, we're very popular milestone funds. They're our target date funds, and they're strong performance. If you look at their 5-year performance, 7 of the 8 funds are beating their peer median. And our investment division, we have a really talented investment division, and they are just constantly working on enhancements on those funds because we know just how important it is to our retirees in particular to have capital preservation and of course, to fight inflation, which is the really big enemy of anybody in retirement. We also have our Stable Value Plus Fund, and it's now over $10 billion. And if we look at the performance on it, if you look at whether it's 1, 3, 5, 10-year performance, it is in the top quartile. So it's just an absolutely outstanding performance track record. So we're very proud of it.
When we've talked before, you've always said also getting people to focus that they need to start building for their retirement, and you always say to me it's never too late for people to do that. A lot of people at the moment, the last few years, they would have looked at the economy and sort of said, oh my goodness, I can't go anywhere near investment. What's your view on the stability of the economy at the moment?
Right. Well, Stephen, I can totally understand why people might have been hesitant with the market, but if you look at the volatility now, the volatility is less than what it would have been back in 2008. We had huge volatility in the market, and in fact, if someone wasn't in the market then, the market of course has come back a long way since 2008. And so it really is continuing to build and really dollar cost average in, and you really don't want to miss a period of the market. With respect to inflation, the interest rates are so low right now, they're still predicted to be low going for another couple of years. So our outlook right now with the economy is that it's a lot less volatility than there was before. We think it's probably going to still be a slow recovery, but you never know. There's no guarantees, but we're very fortunate in that the market has come back as far as it has.
So this year, if I remember correctly, it's your 40th anniversary ICMA-RC. So tell us a little bit about those 40 years and what's built the success of ICMA-RC.
Well, first it starts with a big thank you to ICMA, because ICMA had the vision to create ICMA-RC 40 years ago with the aid of a $50,000 Ford Foundation grant. So, and we have just grown over the years with the support of ICMA, and really when you think about how remarkable that vision was, because when we were created in 1972, there was no 401k section of the market, there were no IRAs. So this was really just a huge transformative idea that ICMA had in creating us. And we have been committed to our mission of educating and believing that this is a business of people serving people. And now we're over 1 million participant accounts.
Every great organization that has 40 years of history is now looking forward to the next 40 years. So what's in the future for ICMA-RC?
Well, I think it's continuing to do what we've done now, which is helping educate and delivering the products and services that our participants need and staying current. The investment world is getting incredibly more complicated and more comprehensive lineups, more complicated inside the funds. And so my goal is to make sure that I have that talented team, which I have, both on the service side and on the investment side, to keep ICMA-RC at just that cutting edge so that we will be able to help our participants build for their retirement.
Finally, you're obviously kicking off the conference today in the plenary session, and you're showing a video. Tell us a little bit about the video.
Well, the video, first goal is to really thank ICMA for their vision and to go back and tell a little bit of the story, how we're formed. So we have the very first participant, Cole Hendricks, speaking in it, which is great. And then, our chair of the board, Dave Mora, and also the executive director of ICMA, Bob O'Neill. And it also gives a little bit of perspective of some of our clients, because it's one thing to talk about ourselves, but it's really much more important to hear what the clients have to say about us. So we're very excited about premiering that video here at the conference.
Well, Joan, thank you ever so much indeed for joining us today. We really appreciate it as always, and I hope you really enjoy the conference.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Always a pleasure. Thank you.